Ukraine's resistance and resilience against Russia's invasion have inspired other countries facing Russian aggression or interference, such as Georgia, Moldova, and the Baltic states. These countries have learned from Ukraine's example of using a method of resistance warfare developed by U.S. Special Operations Forces to fight back against a larger and stronger enemy. This method, called the Resistance Operating Concept, or ROC, provides a blueprint for smaller nations to effectively resist and confront an invader by mobilizing not only their military, but also their civilian population as part of a concerted resistance. Ukraine has successfully applied the ROC since February 2022, when Russia launched a full-scale war on its territory. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned by Russia's army, Ukraine has managed to hold its ground and inflict heavy casualties on the enemy. Ukraine has used a combination of conventional and unconventional tactics, such as guerrilla warfare, sabotage, cyber attacks, drones, and anti-tank missiles, to slow down and disrupt Russia's advance. Ukraine has also leveraged its civil society, which has shown remarkable courage and solidarity in the face of war. Ukrainians have volunteered to join the army, donate blood, provide medical aid, organize protests, and spread information about the war. Ukraine's President, Volodymyr Zelensky, a former comedian who became an unlikely wartime hero, has rallied global support for his country by rejecting any offer to evacuate and staying in Kiev to lead the defense. Ukraine's surprising resistance and resilience have dealt a blow to Russia's ambitions and expectations of a swift victory. They have also sent a message of hope and defiance to other countries that are threatened by Russia's expansionism and interference. Georgia, which fought a war with Russia in 2008 and lost control of 2 breakaway regions, has expressed its solidarity with Ukraine and its readiness to join NATO. Moldova, which has a pro-Russian separatist region called Transnistria on its border with Ukraine, has also voiced its support for Ukraine and its desire to integrate with the European Union. The Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, which are NATO members and have sizable Russian minorities, have increased their military cooperation with Ukraine and other allies to deter any potential Russian aggression. These countries have recognized that Ukraine's struggle is not only about defending its sovereignty and territorial integrity, but also about protecting the values and principles of democracy and freedom that they share. The world has reacted with shock and outrage to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which began on February 24th. Russia's attack was a deliberate, cold-blooded, and long-planned violation of Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. It also posed a grave threat to global peace and security. Many countries and international organizations have condemned Russia's aggression and expressed their solidarity with Ukraine. They have also taken swift and coordinated actions to punish Russia and support Ukraine. One of the main responses has been imposing new sanctions on Russia. These sanctions are designed to take a heavy toll on the Kremlin's interests and their ability to finance war. The United States, the European Union, Canada, Australia, Japan, and other allies have announced a range of measures targeting Russia's energy sector, financial institutions, military industry, government officials, and oligarchs. Another response has been providing military aid to Ukraine. The United States has pledged to deliver $200 million worth of weapons and equipment to Ukraine, including anti-tank missiles, drones, and ammunition. Other NATO members have also offered to supply Ukraine with defensive weapons, training, and intelligence. NATO has also activated its defense plans for its eastern allies and deployed additional forces and assets to the region. A third response has been applying diplomatic pressure on Russia. The United Nations Security Council has held several emergency meetings to discuss the crisis and call for a peaceful resolution. The G7, The European Union, NATO, and other regional groups have also issued strong statements urging Russia to stop its aggression and respect Ukraine's sovereignty. Several countries have also recalled their ambassadors from Moscow or expelled Russian diplomats from their capitals. A fourth response has been launching cyber attacks on Russia. According to some reports, the United States and its allies have conducted covert operations to disrupt Russia's military communications, command and control systems, power grids, and propaganda outlets. These cyber attacks are meant to hamper Russia's war efforts and deter further escalation. These are some of the ways that the world has responded to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. However, the situation remains tense and unpredictable. The international community is still trying to find a diplomatic solution to end the conflict and prevent a wider war. The fate of Ukraine and the future of Europe hang in the balance.